It is Saturday and on the grass today. Thank goodness. Enough of that off the turf lately. It's been fun at Saratoga. Don't do what I did. When you don't like a card, maybe just don't play the card. I didn't like the card yesterday. I thought I was going to just kind of, sneak in with a little exacta. That sloppy sealed track, as soon as anything got to the front, I knew I was doomed with my exacta yesterday. So turning the page, there are a couple horses that I do kind of like to, there's a couple horses I want to play against today. I think I'm going to focus on that. The first one is going to come up here. Take a look at race number 3 and the reasons that I'm kind of against, there's an entry in here that looks tough. The 2-horse Cartwheel. Mark Hennig, she came out last time. I'm not saying that she can't win. I just prefer not to have her today. She is coming off of a vet scratch. So we'll check out the old scratch board here. I don't know if you guys check this. I always do. It's just nice to know. So here we go. Cartwheel. June the 17th, she was entered in a $32,000 claimer, and that is a vet scratch. So June the 17th. So she's had a tough time getting to the races lately. Is a 6-year-old mare now. Had this long break here, came out, very nice effort last time out. So normally, you would want to get a horse like this right back in. They tried to on June the 17th. She did have a work, and then, a couple works since then. Not to say she can't pop out and do this again. She gets the inside. 7 furlongs has certainly been a good distance for her, and the little cutback too from that last start. The entry probably going to be over bet. I'm actually, who I'm leaning to in here is the 3-horse Kathy Naz. If she can come out, and this is a big if, but you see what happened last year. She had a big break between Aqueduct and Saratoga. Same kind of condition she's doing now, almost virtually identical, except she was in a 25 claimer here and she was in an optional protected level here. Came out at Saratoga in August with Saez aboard and won at 10-1. So, and that was a 40 claimer. Whether she's still the same horse, I don't know. These are changing entities, right? She is 6 years old now, but she's one I'm going to play in there. I guess maybe a little bit of the entry too. Race number 4, I think probably going to focus on the early pick 5 again today. Race 4, a mile and the 16th on the inner. I was trying to find some speed in here. There's got no speed here. The 2-horse Pivotal Run, I do expect her to be close. George Weaver, I'm not picking on George. I think he's like totally awesome. It just Saratoga things change for him. So it's just been the last couple of years. It's just been a little slow for him. So first off the claim, George Weaver has very solid stats, right? 8 for 32, 25% this last 5 years. But when you skinny that down to just be Saratoga, and Saratoga's tough for everybody. Handicappers and trainers alike, but that stat drops to 1 for 11 with only 4 in the money. So I'd be willing to play against a horse like this, not just because of the trainer change, but just because I think she's up against it a little bit anyways, or he is, sorry. Did show speed last time out. The distance of a mile and a 16th, something that he was pretty good at before. So there's some things to like about the horse. I'm not completely against him, but it depends on what the odds are. I could take him around 4-1. That might be all right. The 6-horse Noble Conquest, if he had any speed, I would be more interested in him, but he doesn't. But I still think I'll put him in tries. The 7 High Tone is going to end up being my top choice here. High Tone just missing last out. The trainer change has happened in the interim. This is a horse that looks somewhat competitive in here. The big thing I like about him is he does have that speed, and hopefully that works out for him. I don't know what to do with this horse. I'm somewhat interested in Brennan's War. Not completely enamored, but definitely going into the pick 5. I'll look at one other race here in this sequence, race number 5. And this one going 6 furlongs, an Anon 1. It's a tough little race. I think the 2-horse Cali Magic is somewhat intriguing, is coming off a maiden win. It's tough to win right off of your maiden win. Tough for pretty much everybody, but Chris Englehart, he's been having a pretty good season. 25% maiden winner last start. You don't see that every day. That's actually a really, really good stat. So the fact that she has some speed and she's down on the inside makes me kind of like her a little bit. Beautiful Karen has figures that make her competitive here. You get Irad jumping in the saddle for Linda. So yeah, she's another one that I put on. Behind the couch, I toyed with this one. I ended up kind of changing though. I ended up going with Beautiful Karen instead of Behind the Coach because I also wanted to include the 7-horse Shane's Pretty Lady. Shane's Pretty Lady coming off a bit of a freshening, switches barns. I don't know that she can win this. She looks competitive at this level against these other ones, and I think the odds will be favorable enough to give her a long look. It's looking like a good day. You know, you get those nice races later on, Essential Quality. I don't know how playable the late pick 5 is. There's a turf race there that I find rather intriguing, race with the fillies and mares, race number 7. Love and Thunder in there, the 8-horse. I want to bet her, but I think a mile might be too short for her. She's got a super awesome closing kick. I'm actually leaning towards the German bred, the 6-horse, the 5. Yeah, no, the 6-horse Secret Time, 5-to-1 morning line. So a good card coming up for Saratoga today. Hopefully you'll have a little bit more luck. Don't do what I did yesterday. If you don't like a card, just, you know, play something else. Have a great Saturday.